Section 34 of the Fables of Pilpay. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Fables of Pilpay by Anonymous, translated by Abdullah Ibn al-Muqaffa and Joseph Harris. Chapter 3. That the wicked come to an ill end. I have with great attention and delight, said Absalom, now heard the history of a sycophant, who by his flatteries deceived his prince, and was the cause that he wronged his minister. Tell me now, therefore, how the lion came to discover Dimna's infidelities, and what was the end of this cunning and most wicked fox. Kings, answered the old Brahmin, are by no means to give any credit to the various reports that are whispered in their ears, till they understand whether the stories which they hear proceed from the lips of friends or enemies. It is with great delight that I have observed your Majesty's attention to what I have been relating, and now shall joyfully proceed to give the account of those things which you yet desire to know. Some time after the lion had killed the ox, he was, as I have already observed, very much troubled in his mind. The reflections that he continually made upon the good services which the ox had done him plunged him into so deep a melancholy that he abandoned the care of his dominions, and his court became a wilderness. He talked without intermission of Cohortepes' rare endowments, and the good character which others gave him was the only consolation which his grief would admit. One night, as he was engaged in discourse with the leopard concerning the virtues of the ox, Your Majesty, said the leopard, too heavily afflicts yourself for a thing which it is impossible to remedy, and suffer me to remind your Majesty that he that turmoils himself to seek what he cannot find, not only never acquires what he seeks, but instead of that loses what he has, as the fox once lost a hide in hopes of getting a hen which he longed for. It is a remarkable story, and if your Majesty will give me permission, I will relate it to you. Fable 1. The Fox, the Wolf, and the Raven. A certain fox, that was ranging about in search of food, once found a large piece of a raw hide, which some wild beast or other had let fall. He ate one part of it, and took the rest with a design to carry it to his hole, but on his way, near a village, he spied several hens that were plump and fat, which a certain boy set to watch them had always in his eye. These dainties set the fox's teeth a-watering to that degree that he left his raw hide, which he was sure of, to get one of these delicate morsels. At the same instant a wolf came up to him, and asked him what he gazed after with so much earnestness. Those hens that ye see yonder, answered the fox, I would fain have one of them for my second course. You will only lose your time, replied the wolf, in attempting it. They are guarded by so vigilant a servant that it is impossible for you to get near them without running a manifest hazard. Take my advice, therefore, content yourself with your piece of raw hide, for fear you meet with the same hard fortune that once befell the ass, who, while he was looking after his tail, lost his ears. End of section 34.